So my talk title today is The Wisdom of the Universe. My teacher, Kennedy Schultz, he used to say that our biggest decision in life, the thing that's most important, is are we in a loving and supportive creation, a user-friendly universe that conspires for us to know the best of ourselves? Is that the life we're leading? Or are we in a creation beyond our understanding that is seeking to crush our hopes and dreams like bugs in the dust? It's important to decide which of those environments you're in. It's important. I like what they say in Judaism. You talk to a rabbi and you ask them, how do I get to heaven? The rabbi will tell you, stop worrying about heaven. Consider and think how you can bring the wisdom of God to where you are. How can you bring heaven to earth? This is what's important. And I think a great way of doing that is to acknowledge in your life those times when you are experiencing heaven on earth. When you're with a group of friends and you're laughing so hard you have to catch your breath. When right now, if you go out into nature in the early morning, our skies are filled with singing birds. So when you're having those kinds of experiences, say to yourself, this is heaven on earth. This is heaven on earth. The more you recognize it, the more you acknowledge it, the more you will see of it. And it doesn't have to be any big, huge. It's not, you don't have to win the lottery. Sometimes it's just small. Any improvement is helpful. You know, I'm that kind of shopper. I go to the grocery store several times a week. I'm not a person that can buy everything, for a week at one time. I'm there often. And if I don't watch it, I will always end up with the same cashier. I have to be careful because I'll get her. She kind of reminds me, you remember Flo from Alice? That's kind of what she reminds me of. And when you ask her how she's doing, she's going to come up with the same pat answer, and she'll say, peachy. That's how she's doing, the same thing every time. You know she's not peachy. That's what she says. Now, she also will scan the stuff I'm buying, and she will make commentaries about what I've got. Yeah. Things like, you know they make that fat-free, don't you? So I get her a lot. And the last time I got her, I left the store and I thought to myself, why are you attracting this person in your life? I've even been in line with another cashier and they've switched them out. And she's come on. So I'm like, why are you getting her? And the idea that popped into my head was, it's so that you can help her. You're helping her. Sometimes, we go around, we're always asking for a blessing. Sometimes it's about us stepping up and being the blessing. And even when it doesn't appear to be making any difference at all. There's a wonderful line from a song. Let me see if I can get this right. The line is, solid stone is but sand and water and 1,000,000 years gone by. Even if it doesn't look like we're making any progress, there's progress being made. So step up and be the blessing. And the hustle and bustle of life and all the clamor we see in the world, we live in a profound truth. That each one of us stands in the shadow of a mighty intelligence that guides and sustains us. It surrounds us at every turn, but it's easy to miss out on. It's easy to let the noise and turmoil of the world to distract us. It's not until we turn from that confusion and lift our eyes to a better knowing for ourselves and to hear the whispers of this unseen friend and supporter, the presence of God itself. Dr. Holmes, the founder of our teaching, he says, we look too far away for our good. In this chapter, the third chapter of the textbook. He says, the farmer tending to his fields at dawn sees the heavenly host reflected in the golden rays of the sun. The child, innocent and carefree, frolics with spirit in the playground of their imagination. The mother cradling her newborn child feels the divine presence in the warmth of her embrace. And the fond lover sees the beloved, sees the essence of spirit in the eyes of the beloved. Our universe, spirit, God, gives to us generously, without reservation or hesitation, pouring forth its blessings on those willing to receive. But you cannot receive the blessings of the universe with clenched hands. We have to be open. And in Scripture it says, give and it shall be given to you in full measure, shaken down and overflowing. The generosity of the universe knows no bounds. It offers its blessings to us if only we have the courage to step up and receive, because it will not force a miracle upon us. Even God cannot create a miracle for those unwilling to receive. In our lives, there's a tapestry of beauty and truth and wisdom woven into the very fabric of our day-to-day experiences. We have the ability to tap into the depths of this wisdom and draw forth the illumination that will guide our path. However, this communion requires a deliberate connection for us to channel this wisdom. Now, it's not hard to do, but you have to do it time and time again. You constantly have to remind yourself to lift your eyes to a better knowing. And it isn't something that you have to do 100% of the time. You just have to come back to it time and time again. To commune with the mind of the universe is to recognize our place within the grand design. That we all have a right to be here. We have a right to be here. It makes no sense at all that this loving Creator would create us with hopes and dreams and give us no way to manifest them, for it to want to witness a life of despair and want. We are not isolated beings. We're integral threads of this grand tapestry, and it will not be complete without you. God will not be complete without your life and dreams and hopes. And our existence is intertwined with the essence of the cosmos. And when we realize this truth, we open ourselves up to untold blessings. We are here to witness God being made manifest through our hopes, our dreams, our desires, our love. That's what you're here to do. You are here to witness God being God made manifest through you. The wisdom of the universe, it's like a river that flows through time and space. But it's up to us to give it boundaries. Where is it flowing? Most of us just allow it to flow where it wants. This is what we call race consciousness. This is when we just give over our lives to what the world says what life is about. And when you do that, you give your life over to what I call they say. They say when you get old, you get aches and pains. They say when you get old, you can't find another partner. They say the economy is bad, not time to open up a new adventure. We don't want to live that life. We want to put deliberate intention. We don't want to, in Scripture it says, do not be conformed to the patterns of the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, by getting and accepting a better idea. And where do you think those better ideas come from? They come from Spirit. And if they come from Spirit, there's a way for them to manifest in your life with ease, with joy. So open yourself up to the best of you. Spirit is in awe of you. Spirit adores you. You are the wonder of creation for Spirit. And Spirit is there to guide and support you, to illuminate a path for you, if we will just open our eyes to it. There's so much fear that we see going on in the world right now. The news media, the insurance companies, the pharmaceuticals companies, politicians and religious leaders, some religious leaders. They all peddle this fear, not for your benefit, but for theirs. For theirs. Ralph Waldo Emerson, he says, the wise man in the storm prays to God, not for deliverance from the danger, but deliverance from the fear. Fear is what cripples us. So this past week, as I was putting together the e-blessing that goes out, I know you see some of the videos. I do a lot of research to pull the right videos. And this week, one of the videos I saw happened to be about a town in Kentucky that I spent a lot of my youth in. And it was just an idyllic place. It was basically like Mayberry in the mountains. It's called London, Kentucky. And it's in a beautiful area, a little small town with rolling hills. Each year they have the Chicken Festival, because this is the place where Colonel Sanders came from. No wonder I liked it so much. Yeah. You know, people who have near-death experiences, they say they're always this loving, supportive entity that comes to them. For me, it's going to be Colonel Sanders. That's going to be who's going to show up. So this is a beautiful little town, and I remember it so fondly. Here's the thing. It's the hotbed of fentanyl use right now. It is, even more than West Virginia. They got more people addicted, more people dying. They talked to a minister, and they asked him, they said, why is this happening? Why is this going on in this area? And his reply was, because we no longer fear God. This is why this is happening. We've lost our fear of God. Now, I don't want to put down anybody's belief, but let me tell you, he's thinking that these people are going to drugs because they are wicked and they just want a good time. No, they're turning to drugs because they have lost their faith in life. They've lost their hopes and dreams. They don't need more fear. They need inspiration. They need some encouragement. They need a new possibility. This is what they're looking for. And condemning them and making them fearful about an everlasting hell is not going to do any good. 2,000 years or more, we have sought to make people do good by making them feel so bad. It doesn't work. It only creates angry and fearful people. And we're seeing the results of that right now in this country. We want people to live their best life by inspiring them, by encouraging them, by getting them to realize they've got this power within that they are called to bring out that's going to illuminate the world. This is what Jesus said, Christ said in the Gospels. And he says, when you bring this gift out, you're going to provide illumination to the world. You're not here by accident. You've got a wonderful role to play. Spirit called you by name from stardust so you can walk the soil of St. Augustine. There is something mighty and wonderful for you to step up to, and you can do it. You can do it. You have everything you need to be this gift of Spirit. Spirit has not been discouraged by anything you've ever done. It's not worried about your mistakes. It's inspired and in awe of your possibilities. And it's time for us to see those possibilities as well. The mind of the universe beckons us to awaken to this wisdom, that God is one with us, calling us forward. The infinite good surrounds us, and it's ours for the taking, a bountiful feast laid out before us. It's like what Auntie Mame said. She said, life's a banquet, but most poor slobs are starving to death. It is a banquet, but you got to step up and make the plate for yourself. Mom's not going to do it. Auntie Mame's not there to do it. First of all, they'll pick healthy stuff for you to eat. You don't want that. Step up for yourself. Be a part of the banquet. As children of Spirit, we're entitled to partake in its abundance. to draw from its resources in pursuit of our highest aspirations. And how much of this good can we have? The answer is simple. As much as we embody, as much as we think we deserve, and as much as we can encourage other people to step up to. Say you have a dream, a hope for your life. When you see someone moving towards that hope and dream for themselves, take it as a blessing. Give encouragement to them. What you give out to the world will return back to you multiplied, and as I said in Scripture, shaken down and overflowing. And this is what we're here to experience, that we stand on this threshold of infinite possibilities, that life's abundance is ours to claim. So we want to embrace that wisdom that guides us, trusting in the unfoldment of the divine providence. And so we can walk boldly into enlightenment, knowing that with each step we are closer to the fulfilling of our greatest dreams. Emerson said, the only thing that limits our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. And what are our biggest doubts? That we're wounded, that we're somehow shackled, that God does not love us. This is our deepest fear. It's time for us to let all that go and to accept that we are the wonder of creation. We are here to do mighty and good works. Emerson said, get your bloated nothingness out of the way. I used to think that he was talking about bloated nothingness and how wonderful I am, how special I am. Well, bloated nothingness can also be how wounded I am, how unlovable I am, how nothing works for me. That's a bloated nothingness as well. Get that out of your way. It is our limitations, our insecurities that prevent us from accepting this greater gift. To release the shackles of doubt and insecurity, allowing ourselves to bask in the radiance of the universe's boundless love. In Scripture, it says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in Spirit's love. And opening ourselves up to receive, to become channels of this goodness right where we are, right as we are. We don't have to become all saintly to be channels of God's love. Do you know how difficult it is to live with saints? They're very kind of ornery people. Spirit can use you. Yeah, they are. I have several in my family, let me tell you. Spirit can use you right where you are, right as you are. And as you allow Spirit to flow through, these wounded places will be healed and you will become more power. You will step into the authority and power of Spirit, and the blessings of the universe can rain down upon you. So let us be the ones that show the way to love and health and prosperity. Let us be the ones to proclaim and reveal the goodness and blessings of God where we are. Let us be the ones that show the world that there's a new day coming, that this world can lay down its arms, that we can live in brotherhood and sisterhood and peace, where every child is beloved. We are the way that we're going to bring this back. And every single one of you here today, if you're here today and you hadn't walked out already, you are a wonderful blessing of Spirit. You are here to do great and mighty good. Spirit believes in you. I believe in you. And now's the time to step up and rain down the glory of the universe here now in this place. You can do it. We're doing it, and it's a wonderful and glorious thing. This is the truth in your life this morning. It's the truth in mine, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you.